On today's video, I'm gonna show you how to decorate a gorgeous Christmas tree on a glam theme step by step. Keep watching. Hello everyone, I am Ramon. Welcome back to Ramon at Home. I am so excited you're here today because I'm gonna show you how to decorate a gorgeous glam Christmas tree like a designer step by step for your Christmas decorating 2020. Let me tell you, I'm super excited about this particular theme because it is one of my favorite ones and we have some beautiful things to show you. So if you are interested in how to decorate a Christmas tree in a glam theme, please stay tuned. Don't forget to like this video and share with your friends. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing, and if you already subscribed, don't forget to turn the notification bell on because you will not want to miss what's next, I promise you. All right, to get this Christmas tree decorated in a glam theme, let me give you the items that we're going to need. Alright everyone, so this particular Christmas tree, it's really special to me, and the reason why is because a few years ago I worked as a floor merchandiser, and if you've been following the channel, you know the store that I'm talking about. So we used to go out to market in Atlanta, Georgia, and I discovered this company. We brought it into our store. We did a fabulous penguin theme and a blue and white and silver Christmas theme that we purchased from this particular company. Well, guess what? They have reached to me and they have sent me all of this product that we're gonna use to build a beautiful Christmas tree, a lantern, and a wreath. And we get to the wreath, we're gonna do a giveaway. So one of you guys is gonna be able to keep all of this product in a gorgeous wreath. So I wanna just show you that we're gonna do a glam theme, and I wanna start with the ribbons because they are absolutely gorgeous. So they sent us these absolutely beautiful. I'm just gonna go ahead and take them out because we're gonna use them. This really pretty rose pink and gold that has like an ombre effect that is just absolutely gorgeous. This is like a silk, absolutely beautiful. And then this beautiful mica flake, gorgeous pink glitter ribbon, and I cannot wait to use this. This is a really good quality ribbon, and you know, if you're building a Christmas theme, wreath, lantern, Christmas tree, you need good quality ribbon. The other thing that they sent us is these gorgeous ornaments. They have this really pretty detail to it, along with these pine cones, you guys. They look like mercury glass, but they are faux and they're shatterproof, so they are absolutely beautiful. They also sent us some of these beautiful stems that we're gonna be using on the tree, but like I said, when we get to the wreath, one of you guys is gonna keep that wreath from David Christophers. If you don't know David Christophers, I'm gonna link down below their website so you can go check them out. They also sent us this really pretty rose pink pick and this snowy beautiful pine that is absolutely gorgeous on an ombre pink and white, so very glam. And then my favorite stem, which is gotta be this gorgeous stem with the jewels. These are absolutely beautiful and I cannot wait for you guys to see it all put together. So now that we know all of the items that we're going to need, it's time to get started. All right, you guys, so the very first thing we're going to do on this tree is going to be the ribbon. And like I mentioned to you before, we have this gorgeous rose gold, this mica flake that's absolutely stunning. And then I'm also gonna use some really basic silver and gold that I found at my local craft store. But these are gonna be the stars of the show. And for this video, I wanna show you some different techniques. So as usual, I'm just gonna go ahead and drop this on the floor, and I'm gonna start by dovetailing my very end of my ribbon, so that way it is finished. And on this video, I wanna show you a very different technique. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna pinch right here and give me a little tail. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a loop, and then I'm gonna pinch right here like this, and you have to pinch really, really hard right here. Then what you wanna do is you wanna twist so the pretty side is up, and you fold it. You wanna make sure that you have two loops about the same size, right? So, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab a wire that I have already pre-cut, and I'm gonna go ahead and just really tightly hold with my wire right here, so that way I have this pretty loop. And then with the wire that I attach, I'm gonna go ahead and put it right here on my vase, and then just go all the way down to the vase right here, and with your wire just go ahead and attach, so we have this bow right here. So then what I'm going to do is I'm gonna go ahead and grab my really pretty ribbon, the one with the mica flake, and I'm gonna go ahead and the exact same thing. So basically just fold like this, go ahead and dovetail. I feel so bad about cutting this ribbon because it's so pretty. But then I'm gonna go ahead and give me myself a little dovetail. I'm gonna pinch really, really hard right here, and I'm gonna make a bow twist so your bow is pretty. And on that one I did a 2 loop, and on this one I'm gonna do a 3 loop. So just twist and go ahead and give yourself yet another loop. So we're gonna have a trio right here. So I'm gonna grab a wire. This is a different technique, like I said. I just wanted to show you something different on this video because we've been doing the same thing, I feel like, all the time. So why not show you some of the tricks of the trade that I learned working as a florist. All right, so what I'm going to do, I have my trio right here. Just go ahead and give him this little flap, and I'm gonna go ahead and attach on the exact same spot right here with my wires. And that's why you wanna use a wire, so that way you can go ahead and attach. And as you guys can see, at the same time you're building the topper, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and leave it right there. So now I'm gonna grab the gold, and this is very inexpensive. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna go ahead and do my dovetail. And for this particular one, I'm gonna go ahead and do a 4 loop so we can start filling in the gaps of our topper. Now, because it is the least expensive one, we're gonna go ahead and take advantage of that. And I'm just gonna go ahead and do a 4 loop. And then I'm gonna grab one of my wires right here and just go ahead and wire this guy together like this. And you're gonna go ahead, and I'm gonna go over to this side. So we start filling in right here on this side. So I'm gonna go ahead and attach with my wire right here. Just make sure that you do attach it because you don't want your bows crashing down on you. All right, like that, and you can start fluffing all of those bows. Look how pretty that's starting to look. But we have one last ribbon, so we're gonna go ahead and use this silver one. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop it on the floor and do the exact same thing. And like I told you, this is the least expensive ribbon. So what we're going to do now is we're gonna go ahead and do a 5 loop. This is up to you how many loops you wanna do, but you wanna, like I said, use less loops with the pretty ribbons, and then with your least expensive ribbons, you can just go ahead and go as wild as you want. Make as big as a bow as you want. So there's 4, so I'm gonna go ahead and twist one more. And even though there's no print, it is just good if you get used to twisting your bows. And I am super excited about this look because you guys know I love me a really good glam look. And if you have not seen that wreath that we did that is going to be really similar to this, I really recommend that. I'm gonna put it down in the description box below, which it was inspired by the Glam Christmas Tree from last year. All right, so once I fluffed all of these loops, I'm gonna go ahead and grab my wires, and there's the hole right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and put my bow right here and just make sure that I attach with my wire over on the back. Twist those wires together, and look at that. Now you have a really pretty bow right here. You have all of your ribbons going down. Flap this guy right here. And so now the fun part starts. I'm gonna go ahead and make sure that I put this gold ribbon over to this side because that's where it belongs. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna grab my really pretty rose gold ombre ribbon. I'm gonna pinch right here, and I'm gonna go all the way on the tree. Then I'm gonna twist right there to make sure that you secure it. And then I wanna actually zigzag it to my left. So I'm gonna go ahead and give it another one right here. Pretty big loop. Then I'm gonna go as far as I can on the tree. And then I'm gonna go ahead and attach with the bristles like that. And so now I'm gonna move forward over to this side, and I'm gonna go ahead and pinch right here. Then I'm gonna go as far as I can. I'm gonna grab my bristles, and I'm just gonna go ahead and attach. And then I'm gonna do one more coming all the way down to here. I'm gonna pinch, I'm gonna grab my bristles, and then I'm going to attach. And as you guys can see, we started on this side, but we actually ended on this side by doing these loops. And what I'm going to do is I'm gonna grab this silver right here, and I'm gonna go ahead and do the same. So I'm sorry if I gave you my back, but I'm just trying to do it right so you guys can actually see how I do this technique. So I went ahead and did one right here. I'm gonna have to cross over to this side. And then I'm gonna go ahead and do yet another loop a big one right here. And what you need to do is you really need to go as far as you can into the tree, and just don't do it too tight. That way you can pull if you need a little bit of ribbon. Then you're gonna do the exact same thing right here. And then we're gonna go ahead and grab some of these bristles and tie it. And then we're gonna go ahead and do one more and just go ahead and attach it right there all the way to the bottom. With this particular one, what I'm going to do is I'm gonna go ahead and give it a big loop like this. And then I'm gonna go ahead and attach right here. Just give it that big of a loop. I'm gonna go down one right here. And then I'm gonna start moving over to this side right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna go ahead and give it a big loop, and I'm actually going to go ahead and meet it with the silver one right here. So using the exact same bristles, so that way it looks like they came from the same side. Then I'm gonna go ahead and give it a big loop, and I'm gonna keep moving to my left. This is a really fun technique, and it is a ribbon technique that if you have a bigger tree and not a lot of ornaments, you can use a lot of your ribbons, and you can save yourself some money with the ornaments because it's all about the ribbon. All right, so now I have this really pretty, my favorite. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna go ahead and do one loop right here. And then just go ahead and make sure that that one shows because it's the prettiest ribbon on our tree. Then I'm gonna start going over to this side right here. And as you guys can see how these two crisscross and how beautiful it looks, this is the whole point of this. Make sure you have your really pretty ribbon showing like this. Go ahead and grab it right here. I'm gonna go ahead and meet right here with this gold ribbon mitt, this silver one. Then I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and cut all of my ribbons. So be sure you dovetail by going opposite like this. I'm gonna go ahead and cut this guy like this, and this pretty one as well. Now the fun part is going to be the next step, which I'm really excited for you guys to see. I have one more ribbon to cut. So I'm gonna cut this ribbon. I'm gonna get all of my ribbons back ready to be used, and I'll be right back. Stay tuned. All right, you guys, so here is a tip I have to give you is when you're doing this technique, what you need to do is you step away from your tree for a little bit and look at it and see where you need to do. So I already went ahead and did that. So I'm gonna go ahead and start by doing yet another one of my bow. So I'm gonna go ahead and do a three loop bow for this particular one. And I just have to tell you how much I am in love with this ribbon. I wish you guys could see it. And it is made out of a silk material. It is such a pretty and fun fabric, and I cannot recommend it. It is really good quality, and it has this ombre effect. But we know my favorite is this one because look how gorgeous the sparkle. Oh, it's so pretty. All right, so I have a 3 loop. I'm gonna go ahead and grab one of my wires, and I'm gonna go ahead and secure it very tightly right here. And then what I'm gonna show you is that I'm gonna go ahead and fluff this bow, and then I'm gonna go ahead and put it right here. So I'm gonna attach it to the tree right here. And all you have to do is swirl that rivet or that wire into your tree, and look at that. So then what you need to do is you need to start doing your loops. So I'm gonna do one right here. Then I'm gonna do yet another one going down right here. And that gives you a bow, which is a focal point, and it just weaves in with all the other ribbons. So now what I'm going to do is I'm gonna go ahead the exact same thing, but I'm gonna do one with this right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dovetail my ribbon like this. Then I'm gonna do a 3 loop bow. A 3 loop bow is more of a showstopper than a 2 loop bow. So that's why I like to, as I move down, I like to move on to like bigger and better bows because they show better on your tree, right? So I'm gonna do a 2, you could do a 4, but we're gonna save some ribbon by just doing 3. And I'm gonna go ahead and do a 3rd one right here. Then I'm gonna go ahead and grab my wire. Now these wires I pre-cut myself. They come on a bolt. You can find this in any craft store, but just by going ahead and pre-cutting all of your wires, then you will save yourself a lot of time. All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead and look how pretty this is. You just have to fluff your bow like this. Look how gorgeous this is. I'm not just saying that. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and add this guy right here. And I'm gonna go ahead and attach it to one of my bristles just by swirling around like that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm gonna go ahead and grab my ribbon and loop right here. And then I'm gonna go ahead and move forward to this side, just like this. Look how gorgeous this is looking. I'm so excited. And this one we're just gonna go ahead and dovetail right here. We're gonna give it a small shape, like this. And then you just go ahead and crinkle your ribbon like this. And you know what? I feel like we could use another one right here going down. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that because this is the most beautiful ribbon we have. We're gonna make sure that we use all of it. And as I mentioned to you guys before, this will be, when we get to the wreath, it will be a giveaway. So you will continue to watch this series on this David Christopher's material because I don't have any use for it. So why not give it to you, one of you guys, the viewers. You will have to stay tuned for that, all right? All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and tie this really tight. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead, after I flap, I'm gonna go ahead and go as far in as I can, right here. Then just wrap my wire, and then I'm gonna go ahead and go down following this direction. So I'm gonna cross you over to this side, and look at this. How beautiful. Just go ahead and dovetail like this. And go ahead and pinch right here. Go as far in as you can on the tree so that way it looks intentional. Like this. And then I'm gonna go ahead and do one more all the way to the bottom. Right here. With these two meet. So far, so good. Let me dovetail these two because I don't want somebody already called me out once and they say, you didn't dovetail your ribbons. When I'm making these videos, sometimes I'm just doing things and I forget to really do the things that I told you guys you should do. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm gonna go ahead and do a silver here going this way and then a gold right here going this way. I'm gonna do that real quick and I'll be right back with you, okay? Stay tuned. All right, you guys, so we're almost done with our ribbon, and how beautiful is this looking? I also love it, but I do feel like we need one right here, and I'm gonna go ahead and do this really pretty silk ombre one. So just once again, just go ahead and do one bow. If I can do this, so can you, so don't be afraid to just use your pretty ribbons. You know, I used to be so afraid of cutting my beautiful ribbons that I used to literally hide the bolt inside of the tree. It's so embarrassing, but don't be afraid to cut it because if it doesn't work for another purpose right now, it'll work for another next year. You know, like I said, we're gonna do so many projects with the exact same product, and I really do encourage you to go ahead and invest in beautiful ribbon, and then just when at the end of the season, go ahead and save it, and then that way you can use it next year for a different purpose. So I have my 3-loop bow right here, so I'm gonna go ahead as far as I can on the tree right here. I'm gonna swirl it on one of my bristles, and look how pretty that is right there. Just go ahead and fluff, and then I'm gonna go ahead and bring the pretty side up, and then I'm gonna go ahead and somebody already called me out too for saying I'm gonna go ahead, so I don't know what else to say other than I am gonna go ahead and do this right here, like at my scissors. But it's part of the gig. All right, so that is going to be our last bow, and look how pretty this is. This reminds me of Marie Antoinette. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. All right, so because the tree now is so full with ribbons, you guys, this is gonna be the easiest Christmas tree you ever put together. And I have pre-wired all of my ornaments. I'm gonna probably disappear here for a second. So I'm gonna grab all of my gold ones first. And I only have 4 because I'm just gonna go ahead and use these gold ones to fill in on bigger spots like right here. you go ahead and just grab that wire. Like I said, if you pre-wired that ornament, look, it stays exactly where you want. And remember, what happens on the left has to happen right here on the right. And then also, because you only have a certain amount of it, you have to make sure that you have all the way up to the tree. And this is going to fill it in right now so beautifully. And as you can see, you will not need very many ornaments because your ribbons are doing all of the work with this particular tree. But look how gorgeous that is. All right, so then I'm gonna go ahead, this gorgeous, and I am so obsessed with this ornament. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab my ornament that is pre-wired like this, and I'm gonna start right here. And then how easy it is just with one hand, look at that. You don't even need both hands, so I'm gonna start right there. Then I'm gonna move over to this side. And I really recommend that when you are doing a Christmas tree, just go ahead and go from one side to the next. That way your tree is balanced. Look how pretty that is. Just bring your ribbons forward. So I'm gonna cross you over to this side now. Let's see, I feel like we need one right here. Like that, and you can just pull your ribbon forward. Let's see, we need some towards the bottom. Always don't forget to the bottom because, you know, I was looking at my last Christmas tree I decorated, the one for the kids with the elf. If you have not seen it, it's linked down below. But I feel like there was no ornaments towards the bottom, you guys. We have to not forget about our ornaments on the bottom because you don't want your tree to look bare. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and add this one right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and install it and then just go ahead and swirl it like that. And then fluff your ribbons. And I have one last one. So I'm gonna bring it over to the bottom right here. Now here is my favorite one that they sent us, and it is this beautiful pine cone that it looks like mercury glass, but it's actually shatterproof full mercury glass. And I have 3 small ones. And I left one with a string because I showed you on the last Christmas tree the trick that you can just grab your stem right here. I'm gonna put these 2 down actually so you can see. So you grab your stem right here, you put your string, and then you swirl that string until it is where you want it to be. I particularly just rather take the time and then wire mine. So I'm gonna go ahead and put one right here on the top. Look how easy it is, just 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, I'm gonna go ahead and do one probably over here, like this, right in the middle of my bow. Fluff that bow. And then I'm gonna go ahead and do the larger ones. So I'm gonna go ahead and do one right here. Just swirl that, let it show like this. And then I'm gonna go and put this one, let's see, right here. Thumbs up if you like this idea. I love the color palette. I think it is absolutely gorgeous. I'm gonna go ahead and put this one right here on the bottom. And I am obsessed with the quality, to be honest. All right, so far it looks absolutely gorgeous, but my favorite part is all of the stems that is gonna really take it over the edge gorgeous. I'm gonna get those ready and I'll be right back with you. Stay tuned. Okay, so I have 2 styles of the 4 they sent. So I'm gonna go ahead and add this really pretty brush pine, and then also the absolutely stunning that I am so in love with, the one with the jewels. We're gonna have to cut this because they're super long, but I'm gonna go ahead and show you how to add this stem. So the glitter stops right here. There's no glitter over this way. So that's where I want you to bend down, and that's what's gonna be inserted into the tree. So all of this is what I call your money maker, and that's what you have to let out of the tree. So as you can see, it just extends your tree all the way out, and all you have to do is bend where the glitter stops a bit. I did not know that a few years ago, so I'm so glad that I learned that. I hope it comes in handy to you. And don't forget to fluff every single wire that comes on your tree. So I'm gonna go ahead and add one right here. Step ladder motion going down, remember? So I'm gonna go ahead and bend right here where the glitter ends. Go ahead and fluff all of my stems. I'm gonna go ahead and add this right here. And look at that. Oh my gosh, it's just so pretty. Now you wanna make sure that you leave space for the other one. So I'm gonna go ahead and do probably 5. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring one right here. You know, I just noticed that I do say go ahead a lot. I'm gonna try and stop and not say that, so, but I'm not promising anything. So I'm gonna put one right here coming out of the side, and if you want them to be really secure, just go ahead and grab that stem and twist it around. Let's see where else. I'm gonna put one on the top, coming out of the top like this. Let me see. Make sure it doesn't go over on the side like that. And I have one more I'm gonna put on this side. Yeah, it needs one on this side. Right here. So just grab your bristle and twist it around the stem and it'll stay right there. So now we have my favorite one, which is absolutely stunning, but I do need to cut about 5 inches. But the good thing is that they give you the option that you can cut it yourself. And I'm gonna go ahead and put all of this gorgeousness right here. I'm gonna grab this and twist it right here to secure it. And look at that, oh my gosh. That is absolutely stunning. I will give you a close-up here in a second. So I'm gonna go ahead and come on this side, put one on the bottom right here, twist it like that. Look, look, look. So gorgeous. I have a few more and we'll be done. I cannot wait to read your comments. So please leave me a comment down below and let me know what do you think about this particular theme. I am having so much fun, and I'm gonna go ahead and repeat it one more time. All of this product is going to be used in a wreath, and one of you will be a lucky winner that will get to keep all of these gorgeous, gorgeous things. All right, I'm gonna put this one right here. That will be the end of it. All right, you guys, so this is what the tree turned out to look like, and I am so in love with it. I absolutely love all of the items in it, but I cannot wait to read your comment. So leave me a comment down below and let me know what do you think about this theme, and if you have a particular favorite item that we put on this look. Remember, this is going to be turned into a lantern and into a matching wreath, and one of you lucky winners will be able to take the wreath home. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, go follow me. My links are down below for all of my social medias, and I cannot wait to share more. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. If you are already subscribed, don't forget to turn the notification bell on, because this Christmas season we're just getting started, and I promise you, you will be dazzled. You can watch more videos right now, consider subscribing, and until next time, bye.